Leon Rocky Edwards, kind enough to join us after the long journey home from Las Vegas to the UK. Leon, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, Ariel. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for doing this after the long trip home. I know you're probably tired. I appreciate a few minutes of your time. So you were in attendance. You watched it. You were in Las Vegas. What did you make of the fight on Saturday? What were your impressions?
Being there and watching the fight, I thought it was a good fight. It was probably 50-50 leading into the fifth. Both men came out and did what they needed to do. But I think from being at the fight and watching the fight, it gave me more confidence growing in me and knowing that 2020 I'll be a world champion. I'll beat both of them guys, and I just know I've improved so much over the years. And from being there and seeing it, I know I defeat both of them.
So you weren't impressed?
Not really, not really. It was like a striking match, right? And it's basically two wrestlers in a boxing match. So it'd be hard to be impressed with two wrestlers in a boxing match. And well, I feel I got every tool in the book to go out there and defeat these guys.
Were you surprised that not one takedown was attempted in that fight?
No, I knew it was gonna go into most of striking. I thought they'll probably come out and strike because in wrestlers they always come out and end up striking striking each other. I don't know why.
Right.
It always happens. So I feel that was gonna happen anyway. I was saying it all week.
So I scored the first 2 rounds for Colby, the next 2 for Kamaru, and then, of course, he was on his way to winning the 5th. Did you agree with that?
Yeah, I think it was 2-2 going into the fifth. And whoever won the fifth would have probably won the fight, and Kumar got the stoppage. So I'm happy he went out there and got a stoppage because, like I said, it's a better story for me and him now to fight for the world title. And I never really liked Colby anyway, so it was all good.
Well, one of my big takeaways from the fight, and one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the show, was I feel like you were actually one of the big winners from Saturday, because I think if Colby would have won, they would have tried to do the Colby
Yeah,
Masvidal fight because of the history there. But I think because of your history with Usman, and because I'm not sure if
yeah.
Masvidal wants the Usman fight, I think you might emerge as the next man for Usman. Did you have the same
Yeah.
takeaway?
100%. I feel I deserve it even before that. I put the work in my last 10 fights. I've won 9. As far as Masvidal goes, his last 10 fights, he's won I think about 5 or 6. So I feel I am the head runner. Leading up to the fight. So it was good. I'm happy it was in one. Like I said, there's a story behind it. He was the last guy to beat me 8-9 fights ago, and to go out there now and to defeat Usman will be icing on the cake for me.
And I don't know if you heard his post-fight comments, but it seems like Usman actually agrees. Even his manager was saying online that they think that you're next. Did you see these comments? And I don't know, maybe are you surprised by the fact this actually might happen?
Yeah, I was surprised. Like I said, I put the work in. Errol. I feel I deserve it from 2 fights ago. So I'm glad they came out and they're not ducking. Like I said, it was I sent him in the PI in the week, and I told him good luck and I hope we get the victory, and so we did. So I wasn't surprised. I know that Usman wants to fight. Woodley don't want to fight. Usman want to fight, and so it'll be good. It'll be good.
So speaking of Tyron Woodley, have we now shifted our attention away from him? Because it did seem in the last couple of weeks that they were trying to make that fight. You guys have been going back and forth, and maybe there was some talk of England, and he didn't want to go to England. What is going on there? What's happening? Why isn't this fight not happening?
Um, Errol, I don't know. Like I said, I want to fight. Dana wants to fight. Everybody wants to fight apart from Woodley. He said he doesn't want to travel. You don't want to come to the UK and fight. I said, okay, cool. I'll come to the US and fight you. You still make another excuse. So my attention now is on Kamaru Usman. He's the world champion. My aim is to be a world champion, and I want to go out there and defeat the last man to defeat me. So my full focus now will be on Kamaru Usman.
So
Woodley's for some reason not accepting the fight.
yeah, so we're dropping the Woodley thing and we're just focusing on I mean, of course, the title is most important, right?
Yeah, the title shot is most important to me. I've been forcing man into a fight. I've been pushing this Woodley fight now for weeks and weeks, and so has the UFC been forcing Woodley to try to take the fight, but he just doesn't want to travel and he doesn't want to fight me. So now that Kamaru's agreed that I am next in line, I'm saying I want to be the next in line. So I don't see what could stop us from fighting next. So I feel that should be the next fight.
Dana White did also say that Masvidal versus Usman would be a massive fight. Are you worried that they're going to try to go the Masvidal route first, and then if that doesn't work out, come to you as standby, which you've been in that spot before? Does this worry you at all?
Not really. Like I said, I've earned my shot, and I spoke to the UFC, and they're also interested in me stepping in the front for the world title.
Oh,
So, like I said, the last 10 fights in the last 10 fights, I won 9. He won like 5 or 6. So I'm 100% a front runner in to get the shot. So, I spoke with him when I was in Vegas, and they're interested in me stepping in as well. So
okay.
it'd be good to see what happens.
Because nothing has come easy for you, Leon, as I'm sure you know. So you are confident, though, that this is actually going to happen.
Just the way I like it. I don't want nothing easy because I've been grinding all my life for where I get to. So I don't want it to come easy now. So it's all good. Like I said, Usman wants it. I want it, and that's the fight that should happen next. I am ready to be a world champion in 2020, and I'm looking forward to it. I remember I was watching the fight earlier, yeah. Then after it was like hugging his mum on the cage, and I was looking thinking, I need that moment. That's the moment, the match. That's why I'm gonna be a world champion, and then it's gonna happen.
And when you're watching Usman fight live all these years later after you fought him, do you feel like he has improved a lot since your fight against him? Do you think he's a different fighter from that one a couple of years back?
Yeah, he's improved. He's improved. His striking has improved. His shots are pretty basic. It's that basic selection of shots he's got, but he's improving his striking, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
But so have I. I've improved leaps and bounds. Um, since fighting Usman, I'm like a total different fighter from when we first. So, um, I just cannot see how he beat me next time. I am young and confident. I'm on an 8 fight win streak, and I just can't see how he beats me.
When's the last time you watched that fight that you guys had?
I haven't watched it since. I don't like looking back on like losses and shit. I just keep looking. I watch the fights like once or twice, even the win. It's like
Really?
once or twice, and then yeah, and then I'm like back onto the what's next. I'm like, what's next? What's next? So I don't really watch my fights that much, to be honest with you.
Wow. Not even the ones that like you do great in, like you don't want to just sit back and enjoy your work?
Like, never, never. Like once, twice max. If I watch my fights, I don't really like watch my fights that much. Like, just chasing the next, what's next, and what's next, and getting better. I never really think about my last couple of fights or my losses and my wins. I just keep improving and keep working and try and get.
Have you ever watched the Usman fight back in 2015?
When I first lost to him, I
Okay.
watched it back constantly, but then I was like, I thought just let it go and
Yeah.
uh, just keep working. But I watch it now for like 3 or 4 years.
Okay. And did you go to Las Vegas because of that? Like, did you just decide to go on your own because you wanted to be there for the fight, or was there another reason? Because sometimes, we don't see you at these American shows, especially so far away from England.
Yeah. No, I want to be at the fights. I want to, like I said, I want to see um just just to see them fight in person and just see the skill set and the way they move, the way they breathe in the minute wrestle. I also want to see everything they're doing. You know what I mean? So I went there to also go to the PR as well, get some training in done, and then go to the fight. So it was good. It was a good trip. It was worth my trip, and I'm just looking forward to 2020.
Yeah, very smart on your part. I think it always helps when you're sitting there, cage side or at least close by, and you get tied to the fight itself. People, the shots of you
Yeah,
sitting there. I think that's very smart. Could I ask you, like in your mind, like what is the
yeah.
key to defeating Kamaru Usman? When you watch him fight, how do you beat this guy? Because only four. I don't know if you know this. He's only the fourth person in UFC history to start his UFC career 11-0. The others: Royce Gracie, Anderson Silva, Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's now the fourth, 11-0. How do you beat this man?
I've got many ways to beat him. Especially if you're watching on Saturday night, I got many ways to beat him, and I've been dwelling on that loss since we last fought, and I've went over many game plans in my head and how I could have beat him then, but now I know how I can beat him now. But I won't say now I ain't gonna and do shit. So I know how I can win that fight, and I got like 2 or 3 ways I can win that fight, and I'm just looking forward to getting the fight done and getting in there.
Okay. When do you think it happens?
Uh, well, it just fought, so probably May, probably April, May. It depends. Up to him. I'm ready to go. Like I ain't fought since July, which is a long layoff, right? I'm
Yeah.
young and fit, so um, it's a long layoff. But if they give me the shot, I'll wait it out and I'll wait for that shot. So hopefully like April, May, probably depends on Usman.
Okay, you're ready to go. One last thing before I let you go. What's next for your brother Fabian? Had that grudge match with Mike Shipman a couple weeks back. What's next for him? Do you know?
Not, yeah, I think we're gonna fight on the Dublin card in February.
Okay.
Just keep working. He's 9-0 now. Thinking he's still young in the sport. He's only been doing MMA now for 4 years, so he's still a young man in the sport and he's still learning his trade. I can see him being a world champion as well in 2020.
Yeah, could be a huge year for the Edwards brothers. We could be talking about both of you at the end of the year as one of the best stories of 2020 with both of you winning titles in your respective divisions. Well, hopefully for your sake, you get that fight, Leon. You've been doing everything asked of you, and I thought it was interesting to hear Masvidal actually single you out as the potential next guy for him. So let's see how it all turns out. I appreciate you doing this, my man. Thank you very much, and good luck in trying to get that fight. Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.